All right. So one of the things we wanted to talk about at the pre-show was PTZ cameras. Why do you need them? What do they give you? What do they do? So let's talk about that a little bit. We're going to go into a little PTZ camera demonstration here. We have right now I'm talking into the Sony camera, our main camera. We've got a PTZ camera set up in the room too from PTZ Optics. So here we're going to cut to a shot of the PTZ camera. Now we're going to cut back to me. And now we're going to cut over to a shot of the wide whole room of how it looks. And here we go, and we'll take that live. And now here's the big shot of the room. No green screen or anything. We're just trying to show you the PTZ camera and how it can do it. Now we'll go back to the Sony camera on me. And next we're going to go on a little shot. We'll show you Ed and get a little shot of Ed working the room there. So let's cut to Ed.
Hello.
There's Ed. There he is. There he goes. Now let's cut back to me on the Sony camera. I'm here talking. We'll put the PTZ camera back on the PTZ camera. Oh, it's on me. So now we have a close-up of me. Here we go. Handsome guy. Here you see him. He's on there for everyone to see. We cut back to the Sony camera. And now we're going to cut back to a picture of the PTZ Optics camera down here. And we'll go to that. And here's the camera. Here's me with it. And there you go. And now we just gave a little optical illusion of a whole big show with multiple PTZ cameras running, or multiple cameras and camera operators. But actually all we have in the room is the Sony camera that I'm talking into the main camera, and a PTZ camera that's mounted on the wall, and Sony's work. And we're setting up presets. So with those presets, we can go to any one of those shots that we want. And by cutting through to the Sony camera, or I could cut through to I could pull a graphic up full screen if I wanted to. That's the little optical illusion of when we can cut. So now let's say I'm talking about the PTZ camera. Let's cut back to that puppy, and we'll bring it up. And now we've got the PTZ camera live for you, and there we go. And we could talk about this great camera that's got all these great features and these widgets and the who's your Hobbit, A, B, C, D, E, F, G stuff, and it does all this great stuff. And then we'd say, hey, let's go back to me on the main set. The PTZ cameras save you money because you don't need camera operators, but you can give the illusion of having a whole workforce of people on the cameras. And one of the things we love about the PTZ cameras from PTZ Optics is the presets, how easy to use these presets. Now, of course, we can zoom and move them if we want. In fact, guys, you know what? Let's go to the camera shot on the camera, and then just go to the shot that's the wide shot on me, just so people can see, how the camera moves and stuff. We're not recommending you do this during the show. We're trying to just show you what the camera does and how it works and stuff like that. But it's very, very cool. Now, obviously, we're not recommending you go panning and zooming at that speed on a live production, but if you have to, you can. It still works. These cameras work great. You can see the image is beautiful and fantastic. And in the webinar that's coming up in just a minute or two, we're going to talk about how they use NDI and the new features that are coming, and also new producer kits coming from PTZ Optics. So I'm getting the signal. I got to stop talking, so I'm going to stop talking, set up the PowerPoint. We're going to roll the bumper, and let's go with our live webinar today on PTZ Optics new NDI cameras. All right, we're live with the real show. Here it comes, PTZ Optics. We love PTZ Optics with their PTZ cameras. They're under $2,000. They're super affordable, super great. We're having great success with them. We've got customers using them with TriCasters, with Wirecast, with vMix, with Epiphan products, you name it. People using these PTZ Optics cameras. What makes them great is they substitute a live camera operator. That saves you money, whether it's church, education, corporate, whatever you're doing. A PTZ camera is a great way to work it into the room. After the show, if you go back to the pre-show, we did some demonstrations on how PTZ cameras work. But now, without further ado, let's talk about the big announcements from PTZ Optics, and that is they're jumping on the NDI bandwagon. PTZ Optics is one of NewTek's tight partners. They've been working closely with NewTek on PTZ camera technology. We told you about last week NewTek's announcements. Well, this week we're going to go into PTZ Optics announcements. And the big announcement is that they are coming out with a line of NDI-enabled PTZ Optics cameras. These PTZ cameras will connect via NDI, so they're going to send the video signal via NDI to your switcher or mixer, vMix, TriCast, whatever you're running. It's also going to give you PTZ control of your camera through a single network cable. You don't have to worry about running SDI, you don't have to worry about running HDMI, you don't have to worry about running control cables. Through one basic cable, gigabit Ethernet, you'll be able to connect your PTZ camera, multiple PTZ cameras, control them from your TriCaster or from their NDI-enabled joystick controller, and you'll be good to go. Here's the pricing on these cameras. They're going to be $21.99, your choice of flavor. Now, it's pre-pricing. These units are going to ship in the fall. This is what the target prices are. Can't promise they're going to be the prices when they come out, but this is what they're looking at. You can have your choice of gray or white, 12X or 20X, all the same great price, $21.99. But there's more. But before we get into it, let's roll this video. Paul at PTZ Optics did a great job explaining how PTZ Optics is using NDI. So let's roll that video and take a look at what they've got going.
Imagine an entire generation of video engineers who will never use expensive SDI cabling and capture devices. Using NDI, we'll have access to sources from anywhere on our network. We will no longer be restricted to sources directly connected to a single system. Capture cards are used for low-latency video conversion from traditional HDMI or SDI video to USB or PCIe, where we can use them with production software, such as vMix, Wirecast, Livestream, and more. What if we could eliminate the need for capture cards altogether by providing the same quality, low-latency video directly to Wirecast, vMix, Livestream, OBS, or XSplit over the Ethernet connection we're already using? In one fell swoop, we've eliminated a point of failure from our video production workflow and reduced the cost of implementing a new system dramatically. At the end of the day, we've opened up a whole new universe of possibilities where the network you already have has become the preferred method of video routing. Need another camera shot? Just run a single Cat5 cable to the PTZ Optics NDI camera, and you'll have high-quality video, camera control, and power solved in an instant. This is where the rubber meets the road. Unlike SDI cabling, Ethernet can provide power for cameras using a PoE source, such as a switch, simplifying installation and eliminating the need for additional outlets. And unlike traditional RS-232 control cables, Ethernet can also be used to control our cameras within your favorite video production software, or via one of our IP joysticks, without requiring direct analog control cabling to each camera.
All right, we're back. That was a great video. Paul and the gang at PTZ Optics do a really great job showing off their products, and I think from that video you could really get an overview of how they're delivering NDI technology with their cameras. But when I started before the video, there's more, and this is the great news. If you own a Gen 2 PTZ Optics camera, you will be able to upgrade to NDI. That's right, it's a firmware upgrade available for $300, which is half the price. It's going to be $600 after the product starts shipping, but for now you can pre-order at $300 for the NDI firmware upgrade. It's a product that we're going to have available at videoguys.com. You can just give us a call. We're going to need two things when you order it. We're going to need the serial number of your PTZ Optics camera to make sure that it's one in the range. We're going to need the MAC address because the MAC address is going to be tied directly to the firmware upgrade. You get us that information, we're going to get you in line to get the NDI upgrade for just $300, and that's really cool. Also, since those models qualify for the upgrade, there's a buy opportunity, a chance to kind of double dip and really take advantage. And that is you can buy an existing Generation 2 PTZ Optics camera, add the upgrade kit for the firmware upgrade kit to NDI for $300, and save yourself $200 or $300 versus buying one of the new NDI cameras when they ship. So this is the pricing to show you, and we'll have bundles available sometime pretty soon where you can order both the NDI camera, both the existing G2 camera and the NDI firmware. That's real exciting. All right, two parts to this webinar today. The first part we just handled, that was on the NDI cameras coming from PTZ Optics. The second is on a new product that they have that's really a kit. They call it the PTZ Producer Kits. We're going to go into what these kits are. They're very, very cool. As you can see the picture, they include a camera, a joystick, and some capture stuff. So let's go into it. It's a complete live streaming kit. It's everything you're going to need to be able to stream video on the web. What you get is, there's 4 different kits you could choose from. There's a 12X kit, there's a 20X kit, and then there's additional add-on kits you can add to the base kit to give yourself a second camera, a second PTZ camera, either 12X or 20X. So you could mix. You can have 2 12Xs, a 12 and a 20, or 2 20s, your choice. All right, let's watch an overview video that Paul and the gang at PTZ Optics did on the producer kits.
Live streaming is so powerful because it allows content creators of all kinds to deliver video to audiences around the world. The PTZ Optics producer kits have been made to make the process of live streaming and controlling multiple HD cameras as simple as possible. Available with 12X and 20X camera options, these systems make it possible to capture hundreds of camera angles with only 1 or 2 PTZ cameras. These kits are compatible with your favorite live streaming software, including OBS, Wirecast, vMix, and the new Tech Connect Pro app. The PTZ Optics producer kits are built around the groundbreaking Intel NUC Skull Canyon PC. Featuring the latest 6th generation Intel i7 processor, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 256 solid-state hard drive, Windows 10, 4 USB 3.0 ports, and 2 digital video outputs. This Windows 10 PC is an open platform. The PTZ Optics producer kits are available with 2 base systems and the ability to add a second camera for advanced video workflows. It's never been this easy to reach large audiences with live streaming.
All right, we're back. Another great video. So when we talk about these producer kits, the first thing we have to talk about is the brains behind the whole kit, and that's this Intel NUC Skull Canyon. That's a little mini computer. I'm sorry we don't have one here to show you, but it's only about this big. It's got a Core i7 quad core, 32 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabyte solid state drive, and it's got integrated Intel graphics. This is a little powerhouse of machine, and it's what will allow you to run and be the brains of the whole producer kit. You're also getting a joystick camera control that controls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a whole bunch of cameras. You can program in the presets as well as use the joystick to move around the camera. You can daisy chain the cameras, so when you hook the one camera up, you don't have to run another line. You run the second camera to the first camera, daisy chaining, to get your control. Here's what's most exciting. The Intel NUC can run any of the popular streaming softwares out there. You got Wirecast, it works great. vMix works great. You're a gamer, XSplit works great. What we really like about this is the flexibility that you have now. So download a trial version of vMix, download a trial version of Wirecast, see if you like it, figure out the one you like, then get yourself a producer kit and put that software on it. And if you change your mind down the road that you want another software or you want to run both, you can, because the NUC is powerful enough to handle a multi-camera shoot live in real-time streaming with these softwares. You're also going to get capture devices. You need to get the video and the audio in. So you've got a Magewell capture device to get the video in from the PTZ camera. They also have a little audio capture device from Shure that'll let you get your audio in from multiple mics. What else? They thought of everything. They're going to give you 100 feet of SDI cabling and 100 feet of control cabling. Very cool. They also include a setup guide that is super easy, lays out step by step how to set the hardware up, how to install the software, how to make it go, and how to produce your first live show. And this is a really great solution, and we're finding that it's been very popular in worship, really super popular with schools, and also if you're a small corporate producer who had the job and someone just tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, guess what, Bob? You're now going to have to stream the president when he does his announcement that we want to stream out to all our employees in 2 weeks. It's a great way to get it up and get it set up and get going. And if you already own vMix or Wirecast, you're running it on some older gear, this is a great way to put it on some new gear that's some really top-notch gear that can also be super portable from moving into the field. All right, we've got some application diagrams for you so you can see this is a setup running vMix with one PTZ Optics camera. You see it's coming into the USB via the Magewell. We've got our audio coming in USB, and we've got the RS-232 controller with the joystick controller going in there. And then you feed through your network into the NUC to be able to get out to the internet and stream on Facebook, YouTube Live, or whatever CDN you want to go to. Now we'll show you a solution where they've added a second camera. There you go. So you see them daisy chain. We've also got a second capture card. All right, guys, let's cut into the camera because I really want to talk about the camera a little bit. These cameras are great. I talked about them in the pre-show a lot. A PTZ camera allows you to save money because you don't need an operator for your live stream. The camera PTZ stands for pan, tilt, and zoom. There's presets that you can program in to make it real easy to operate. We really love PTZ Optics and their cameras. The fact that they're going to the NDI is really great. Let's go to the big screen again. The NDI options right now, if you have a PTZ Generation 2 camera, give us a call at Video Guys. We can get you set up with the $300 upgrade, firmware upgrade to NDI. Remember, that's half off. It's going to go up to $600 after these products start shipping. We've got the producer kits for you, which include one camera, joystick control, everything you need to start streaming. And we have what we call the double dip, which is right now you can take advantage by an existing G2 PTZ camera and the firmware upgrade for $300 and save yourself some really big bucks. So that's really cool. This is Gary from videoguys.com, 800-323-2325. Want to remind you, we're live every Tuesday, 2 p.m. You can find this on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or Periscope. But more importantly than that, we have live people here who can help you. Streaming is something that we're really into. We're streaming our own products, streaming our own shows. We've got people here who can help you out. If you've got some questions about the products, call us. Ask for Ed or Courtney. They're the ones producing the show right now. They can tell you all about the products we sell. We can help put you in the right workflow, right solution for your budget. We can hook you up with what PTZ cameras you need. If it's a TriCaster, Wirecast gear, or you want to use an Epiphan Pearl, you name it. We've got experience using these products. We can help guide you through the ins and outs of streaming. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to establish your brand. It's a great way to sell your products. This is Gary for videoguys.com. Give us a call, 800-323. Go to our website, order these great products. Thank you for watching this webinar. Peace.
Video Guys is available Monday to Friday. Give us a call, 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter to stay connected with all our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.